Thanks for staying with us at 4:30. These burned clothes show where lightning struck two brothers a week ago today in Lexington.
WDRB's Molly Jett explains how a phone call may have saved their lives.
It happened here behind me at Meadowbrook Golf Course. The brothers had just started a game of golf when the storm rolled through.
It was a couple miles out and we kind of pushed it.
Tyler and Riley Morrison never thought their first week of school at the University of Kentucky would end in the hospital.
Most of the doctors we talked to hadn't really seen a lightning strike before.
They were on the 5th hole when they decided to go under a tree to check the weather.
Next thing I remember, I was in the ER. Next thing he remembers, he was...
Yeah, I have no memory of walking down that hole, being under the tree.
The sound ruptured Tyler's eardrum, ripped his hat and pants, and left him unconscious with scars down his body. He absorbed most of the lightning.
It's still kind of crazy to think about.
For sure.
That it actually happened and we survived.
And for Riley, he was left shaken up and nauseous.
I'm very thankful that I woke up and was able to make a phone call to the right person to get us some help.
Riley called his girlfriend, who called the golf course, their mom in Oldham County, and 911.
I'm sure that wasn't an easy phone call for either side.
CAT scans and IVs. Riley stayed in the hospital for about 24 hours. Tyler stayed for 4 days. And this wasn't the first time lightning has struck the family.
We have an uncle who was hit by lightning as well, playing golf.
An experience they'll never forget.
I think that's a good lesson. I mean, just be very cautious about the weather, because lightning can kind of hit anywhere and obviously hit anyone.
They're still recovering. Riley is back in class, and Tyler has no plans on throwing away those burned clothes. In Lexington with photojournalist Frank Stamper, I'm Molly Jett, WDRB News.
First off, that the family has had somebody else struck by lightning. What are the chances of that?
I mean, play the lottery. They have. I mean, I'm sure it's in the hundreds of millions to one.
Okay, so actually, it is very rare. But if you are stuck outside during a storm, there are some tips to avoid being hit by lightning. Correct?
Yeah, and you kind of remember the simple thing, and that is that lightning likes to strike the tallest objects. So some of the things that you're going to see here are things that make sense. You want to avoid open fields because you would be the tallest thing. If you're on a hilltop, you're the tallest thing. If you're near a tree which is tall, remember, lightning could strike the tree, jump into you. So you want to stay away from those tall objects, and obviously staying away from water, and spread out, Gil. The reason that you'd want to spread out is if lightning was to strike, you don't want it to hit the entire group. Some people may not know this, but many times people that are struck with lightning, their heart can stop in what we call cardiac arrest. If you apply CPR in that situation, many times you can still save the person's life. So spreading out would mean if it hits one, it doesn't hit all.
And fact or fiction also, I've been told that if you're outside and you can get into a car will protect you from a lightning strike.
Car is safer. It's not impossible to get injured in a car, but I think it's a safer spot to go. Anything other than just being outside in an open field.
All right, very interesting, Mark. Thanks for your insight.